Hey, good evening, fight fans. Good evening, Neil. Welcome to Neil the Deal. This show, a special show, we've got Oscar De La Hoya, one of my favorite fighters from back in the day, who's doing quite well these days, I must admit. Still involved in the boxing community in a very big way. So, what do you got lined up for us tonight, Neil?
Hey, good evening, Graham. Nice to see you again. Thanks for having me out.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody out there, the Neil the Deal fans, all the Talkin Fight fans. Thanks a lot for everything. Again, I go to the computer this morning, Graham, and I'm blown away by the response of all the people around the world. It's just getting bigger and better. So thank you very much for the likes, the shares, the subscribers, the subscriptions, all the stuff you guys have been doing to make us bigger and better. I'm trying every day to make it bigger and better. So let's just continue together and have a good day. I hope we're all having a good day. I'm having a great day. It's Friday. So have yourselves a good evening. A little bit of Neil the Deal always helps, you know what I mean? So, all right. So, Graham, we're going to talk about our friend there, Oscar De La Hoya. That's my Hoya boy. I love Oscar De La Hoya. I always have. He's probably one of the prettiest fighters out there. He not only is he good looking, but he's a philanthropist. He's a businessman. He's a heck of a guy, really, and all around. He gives so much back to the boxing community. He does all kinds of charity work, all kinds of like boxing clinics for kids, and like the guy is involved on every level. So I really want to say, Oscar, thank you very much for everything, buddy. You'll never be forgotten for that, and your fighting career. Well, we're going to go over that right now, and apparently, I'm going to start this off by you might be making a comeback, guys. There's some rumbling about De La Hoya. He's been training for the last, I think it's 3 or 4 months, Graham. And apparently he wants to get into this Mike Tyson, what was it? Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., was it? Thing?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think he's planning on jumping on board in some capacity because he actually is training. He's actually, as we speak, he could probably be in the gym right now because something's up. Something that, he really doesn't need to get beaten up or anything. Obviously, Oscar, you don't need the money, so you're doing it for whatever reason, and you've always fought from the heart. So that's what we like about you. Obviously, there was some unattended business, and you feel that you'd like to come back and give us all another fantastic show. Because anytime Neil the Deal saw an Oscar De La Hoya fight, which I didn't miss very many of those, Graham, he was amazing. So let's just talk a little bit about who he is, where he's from, again, and what he's up to. So he was born February 4th, 1973 in Montebello, California, United States of America. He competed from 1992 to 2008 and retired in 2009. Within that stretch, he won 11 world titles, Graham. 11, count them. 10, 11. Unbelievable. Who does that? In 6 different divisions. So that's crazy in itself, that thought. So he's a real superstar, like a real superstar. So guys, Talking Fight fans, Neil the Deal show fans, all my fans, go check out some of the Oscar De La Hoya fights of the past, and I guarantee you'll be absolutely blown away. He had skill beyond skill. He had heart beyond heart. He was down in fights, came back to win them. He's I don't know. You don't get much better than him, man. Really, you don't. So they've ranked him number 15th all time, Graham. 15th greatest fighter by BoxRec. He won the gold medal. Did you know that, Graham, for the United States of America in the 1992 Summer Olympics as a lightweight? So he has a gold medal as well as all the everything else that he's done in his career. So he fought in those divisions, the 6 divisions. So we'll go through them. It's super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, light middleweight, and middleweight. All right. So that's pretty impressive to be able to go. He's another fighter that goes through multiple weight divisions and does well at all of them. So all to you, Oscar. You're awesome, man. That was awesome. Unbelievable, guys. Like I say, likes, shares, comments, all about Oscar. Let everybody know about Oscar. If you don't know about Oscar, check it out, guys. You're going to love him. He's 5'10.5". He's got a 73-inch reach. and his parents emigrated from Mexico. His grandfather was an amateur boxer in the 40s. So his name was Vincenzo De La Hoya. And his father, Joel Sr., was a boxing pro during the 60s. Went from grandfather to father to son. So I guess they were both maybe coaching him or training him when he was a very young child. And that's why he became one of the most amazing boxers in the history of boxing. So good for him. I'm very happy for him. He also has a brother named Joel Jr. that also boxes. So it is in the family. His brother boxes as well. And Ring Magazine, he was Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in 1995, and he was a top ranked Ring Magazine top ranked in the world from 97 to 98. So he was in those years he was pretty much unstoppable, if you remember that, Graham. Before the 2000s, 95 to 2000. He was unstoppable, De La Hoya. He unbelievable. I think he was probably in his prime right then, right? Like real prime. He had a crazy amateur career, Graham. And this will let you know what kind of a guy Mr. De La Hoya is. He had I thought this number was like probably wrong, but then I started looking around and I go, actually, it's right. He had 234 wins as an amateur. 234 wins as an amateur. What's going on here, boys? 234 wins, 163 knockouts as an amateur. Like 234 wins and 163 knockouts, and he won 6 Golden Glove gold medals, I believe, along his amateur career. And he only had 6 losses out of 234 fights. So that is pretty much unheard of. He debuted on November 23rd, 1992, and he won his first fight by TKO first round. He was the super featherweight in his first fight. He won the first title fight in 2010. Won first title fight. The WBO super featherweight was the title that was his first title win. So in his pro career, 39 wins, 6 losses. All right, and he won his first 31 pro fights straight. So he was 31-0 before he lost one. He had 19 knockouts in his first 31 fights, and then he went on to win 8 more and get 8 more knockouts, almost 8 or 9 knockouts. So he's basically 39 and 6. You know what I mean? Which is absolutely amazing stats. He fought all the big names. That's the whole thing about him. He never ducked anybody. He literally called people out. He was the guy that nobody wanted to fight, because if you were the champion, he'd say, "Oh, I'll fight the champ. Oh, I'll take on the champ." He doesn't want to fight like the second ranked guy, third ranked guy, fourth ranked guy. He doesn't want to deal with that guy. Just give me the champ. I'll take the belt, and that's what he did. Basically, just rolled over people. He basically had notable fights. He had like I could be here for 39 fights and tell you them all, but we'll probably give you about 5 or 6 real good ones. So he fought J.C. Chavez. He won the WBC light welterweight title. He fought Pernell Whitaker. He won the WBC welterweight title. He fought George Paez. He won the vacant WBO light welterweight title. He fought Jimmy Badal and won the WBO junior lightweight title. He fought Jeff Mayweather and knocked him senseless. That was one of his first fights. Then he fought Hector Camacho, which we talk about Hector Macho Camacho. He fought Camacho, and he basically won that one. He won the WBC welterweight title as well. Off Camacho, he beat Patrick Carpentier. He beat Felix Trinidad. We're going to talk about him one day, Graham. Felix Trinidad. And he lost. That was one of his losses, was to Felix Trinidad. So that was in a title fight, but he lost. So that was pretty much the only one I see here. Oh, I know, there's another one. Felix Sturm. He won the WBO middleweight title. And then Floyd Mayweather Jr., he lost the WBC light middleweight title to Pretty Boy Floyd. You out there, Pretty Boy Floyd? You're not so pretty, bud. Well, you might be after fighting that YouTube guy. Like you're 50-0 and you're fighting kids that are YouTube sensations. Is that your new business? Terrible. Anyways, terrible. His last fight was Manny Pacquiao. Funny enough, Graham? Manny Pacquiao, and it was a loss. Pacquiao beat him. So he retired after that fight, 2009, right? Packed it in after the Pacquiao fight. Isn't that kind of ironic, guys? Pacquiao him, packed him up. That was it. Done like dinner. Stick a fork in him. He's done. Out of there. So now he just basically he runs Golden Boy Productions. We all know that guy. Look that one up, which is a huge boxing promotion company. He promotes boxers and MMA matches. I understand he's now involved in MMA, Graham, promoting, not fighting, but promoting. And he owns a 25% stake in a professional soccer team, Graham, like TFC. So he owns 25% stake in the Houston Dynamo. Interesting. I was like, oh, so now he's broadening his portfolio. He needs businesses and sporting companies, and now he wants to come back and fight Mike Tyson. Well, he must have a death wish, but whatever. It's up. Who wants to wake up in the morning and go, yeah, I'm gonna fight Tyson today? Yeah, it's a regular Monday afternoon and it's all good. And I'm just training to beat Tyson. It don't happen. Have you seen Tyson, Oscar? Have you seen what he looks like? Holy Moses. Tyson could probably win the title right now. I'm being honest with you. He could probably win the title. He's in that good a shape. And the greatest part about him right now is he's mentally stable. Like he's actually on a 360, and the guy is like, he basically, if there was water on the ground and there was an old lady getting out of her car, he would probably roll out a carpet for her. He's that nice. So thanks a lot, Mike. We're just talking a little bit about you. Love you, Mike. So Oscar, you might want to reconsider this comeback thing. That's just advice from Neil the Deal. I'll let you know, advice is free, Oscar. I don't charge for it. You're lucky. So I'm just telling you, dude, you might be making a mistake with this. Like, keep with the promoting. Keep with the soccer teams and go buy a hockey team or something. Have fun. Learn to skate. I don't know. Don't fight Tyson. He'll mess you up. You won't be so pretty after that. But anyways, Graham. So Tyson, sorry guys. De La Hoya, one of the best ever. Check him out. He's got 39 fantastic fights. Any one of them is amazing. Most of them are title fights. He won 11 world titles. So if you watched all 11 world title fights of Oscar De La Hoya, you'd probably, guys, that is something you can do over the lockdown. Just watch Oscar De La Hoya fights. Just put them on and let them run. So anyways, I hope you guys are all safe out there. Thanks again so much, for all the likes and the shares and the comments have been really, really cool. And yes, I did shave the other day. Got a bunch of comments about that. I know I look like a little kid. And yeah, I know. Real men have facial hair. I've been told that. But women don't like it. So, how does that work? Real men have facial hair, but women don't like facial hair. What kind of an oxymoron is that? Anyways, I'll probably grow it back. It's too cold and it's freezing my face. So I'll just keep growing it. And then I'll shave it off in the summer when it gets too hot. You know what I mean? I just thought we'd do something different for fun, right? So thanks a lot, guys, for coming out. I really appreciate it. Having a great Friday. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Talk to your friends. Do the sharing. Do the liking. Do the subscriptions. Do the comments. Whatever you guys can do, we're all there for you. Thanks a lot for your time. And God bless you all. Have yourselves a good weekend, all right? And the last thing, as I always say, I haven't said it for a while, but remember, stay off the pipe and don't forget to wipe.
Wow. What a conclusion. Just for you, though, Neil the Deal, if you look over my thumb here, recognize that bobblehead?
Oh, yes, I do, actually. I love that. I love baubles like that. Those are my favorite baubles. It's a Don Cherry bauble.
Yes.
Holy cow. I know what I want for my birthday. I want a Don Cherry. How about a Neil the Deal bauble?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Actually, I know the guy that makes those bobbleheads. I'm going to make a phone call. I know the guy that makes the bobbleheads. Jeff, if you're out there, buddy, Jeff and Brian, you guys, I'm going to be calling you on the bobbleheads.
Get a bobblehead for Neil. Here we go.
Absolutely. In a Leafs hat. Tonight is our night. We're 2-0. They can't touch us. They're done. Our team is going to win the cup. We're going to have a parade, and I'm going to be right in the front, hopefully, with a camera.
As you should be.
Yeah, man.
All right, Neil, thanks very much.
Thanks. Safe weekend. Take care of yourself.
Safe weekend. Thank you. Thank you. Good viewership. Go to talkinfight.com for any more information, especially to enter our contest to win the boxing gloves that we have right behind Don Cherry behind us. And we'll see you on Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thanks very much, Neil. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Graham. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. Have yourself a good weekend. Take care of yourself.